In St. Petersburg, Florida, a late-night drive to find gas turned into a 35-minute standoff between motorist Fredo B and police.
How you doing, sir?
Pretty good.
Can I have your license and registration, please?
Yes, ma'am. What's the reason for the stop?
I'll let you know. I just need your information first so I can know who you are.
Well, I mean, I think you should tell me the reason for the stop. If it's legal or not, then you could go for the license registration, but I'll go with the gimmick for right now.
Your vehicle?
It is.
All right. You got your registration?
Fredo B was on the road to get fuel to assist a family member stranded near Fort Myers when St. Petersburg Police Department officers initiated a traffic stop, claiming they observed him weaving out of his lane and nearly striking another vehicle on 22nd Avenue South.
Okay. So I'll try and find it if you don't have it, and let's see if I have it in the system. If this is vehicle registered to you.
Okay.
Okay, so the reason for the stop, back on 22, 34, you almost hit a car, and then you kind of been
That's not true.
weaving in and out of the lane.
That's not true.
Okay.
I was driving. I seen you guys following me a little too close. I'm like, let me move over. Maybe you're trying to get through. I switched lane. I see you switching after me. I already know you guys was initially stopping. Like, let me go for it. And here it is. So there's none of that.
Do you have your driver's license, sir? Your driver's license?
I have his driver's license.
You know there's another officer right here?
Okay, you got it? Okay.
Okay.
Like I said, that's what we stopped you. We've been all over the road. You almost hit two cars back there.
No, that's not true. That's not true at all. You know?
Okay, that's fine. It's
Yeah.
on camera, so you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, then you'll have that proof as a camera. Yeah. And
You haven't been drinking or anything tonight? You haven't been drinking or anything tonight?
well, we could go down that route, but I'm gonna just go that. I'm not answering any questions. And your partner, why is he shining the light towards my camera, trying to blind the camera? What's the purpose of that?
Huh? I'm not going to explain all that to you. I'm asking if you had anything to drink tonight.
And I'm saying, which I clearly just illustrated, and it's on camera, I am not going to answer any of your questions. But
Well, actually, you have to answer questions with regards to drinking or anything like that. With it's a traffic stop.
what law is that?
Okay. Okay.
What law is that? It's
the laws of the United States.
But what law is that? Can you cite it?
Okay.
What law says that I have to answer questions? Because I remember the law says
because you're in the traffic.
you have the right to remain silent.
Actually, that's only if it's during a criminal investigation. The U.S.
So
Supreme Court.
what investigation are you doing right now?
I'm doing a DUI investigation.
Which is a criminal investigation?
Okay. The U.S. Supreme Court has...
Which is criminal or non-criminal?
Okay. All right.
Okay, thank you.
Is this your car, sir?
I've already answered the question to the young lady that was
she's
here.
my trainee. Is this your car?
Well, you could ask your trainee because I've already communicated with her. She's the one that made the stop, right?
I'm just simple question. Is this your
It's
car?
a simple question. I do not need to answer 500 questions to 500 people. The officer is making their stop. I've already talked to her. She had my information. Thus, she's doing her job. I mean, I don't understand what's going on here. So the training is let's stop a random guy and see if we could pin something on him. Is that what's going on right now? Ma'am?
Sir.
I'm saying, what is the training here? Stop a random person if we see if we can pin something on them? Is that what the training is?
You know well that it's not it at all.
I know well. So
Yes,
then
you know well
I
that
know
that
then
is
they
not
have
it
a
at all.
valid reason to stop me then. That's what you're saying. So what is that valid reason?
I wasn't here. It's not my
Okay,
stop.
so then-
It's their stop. They can answer your questions. Okay?
I got it.
I'm here simply just to make sure that...
I understand that.
Everything's
So
okay.
then I'm saying that if I know very well, that means you have some assumption that I knew what I did wrong. That's what you're assuming. Since you weren't here, you can't make that conclusion. That's correct, right?
You can talk to the officer as to why you were stopped.
I know that.
If you are not aware as to why you were stopped, you may ask
No,
the
no.
officer that stopped you.
I heard why they said I was stopped.
Okay.
I heard that. What I'm saying is the stop is invalid, and the reason they're stopping
You have
me.
your own belief system. However, if there is a Florida state statute that is in violation, it is a valid stop.
Yeah, if there is, that's good. That's correct. If there is a Florida statute that is a violation, it's a valid stop. But what if there isn't? Then the stop becomes
I'm not
invalid.
here to make assumptions, and I'm not here to go with what ifs.
You just did.
That's
You
not
said
here
you
to-
know very well why you were stopped. So therefore, that's
Sir,
an assumption.
I'm not going to go back and forth with you.
You're not going back and
I'm
forth.
just
You're
not.
the one trying to weave around the question that I just stated. I said, is this one of those stop? We're just looking for something. You didn't know, you know very well. Then you started weaving, trying to prevent yourself from answering the question that it might be a illegal stop because it's not in your favor to say that.
That's
so
not
that's what it
something
is.
we do.
Huh?
We don't make it invalid stops.
You don't?
No.
Really?
It's not something we do.
How do you guys get sued then?
Huh?
How do you guys get sued?
People sue anybody for anything.
Yeah, so how do you win? How do you win a lawsuit against the police?
That's irrelevant.
How do you win a lawsuit against the
You
police?
can sue anybody for anything.
That is accurate. But how do you win the lawsuit?
We're not going to go back and forth.
That's not a back and forth again. That's you making the assumption again, and then you're backing off of it. So that's what I'm saying. It's ridiculous. Another question. Is it legal to tell me I'm supposed to self-incriminate myself?
I don't know what you're trying to ask.
I'm asking, like, if you ask me a question, you say, hey, did I break into the store over there? Is it legal to tell me that I have to answer that? Is that a legal standpoint?
I'm not allowed to answer legal questions like that.
But the officer
I'm not
that
gonna,
was just...
I'm not going to answer what ifs.
I got you. But the officer that was just right here was telling me that I have to incriminate myself. Like, if he asked me a question of something I did that is a crime, that I have to tell him. That's a valid statement?
I'm not allowed to give you legal advice.
No, you're an officer. That's what he was saying. So is he right?
I'm not going to give you legal advice.
That's not legal advice. That's your
I'm
cop
not
saying
gonna
that I
give
was
you
supposed to do
legal
something.
advice.
So then he's telling me I have to answer him. So you're saying he's wrong?
I'm just telling you, I'm not giving you legal advice.
Okay.
That's what I'm telling you.
Oh. So in conclusion, you're saying he's wrong. Because if he was right, just like you said the traffic stop was right, you would have backed him and said the traffic stop was right. Okay, I got you. This is, where that's St. Petersburg?
Yes, sir.
St. Petersburg Police at its finest. Okay, now this poor young lady right here, it's not her fault. You know, she has to back the blue is the line. She has to follow the instructions and back her friends or colleagues. It's not her fault. I understand. It's the situation at hand. Now, the officer that was here, since he said the young lady was a trainee, he has more experience. I forgot to get his name. So he knows the statement he's making is false, hoping that maybe he could pressure me or bully me into something, which I have on camera. I'll review that later on. That based on Florida codes and law, I have to answer his questions pertaining to a DUI stop and tell him that if I've been drinking or not, blah, 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 which is false. Because the law says you have the right to remain silent. That means I don't have to answer any question they ask me, period. Besides present my driver's license, which I gave it to them. I didn't have to give it to them, but I could present my driver's license, and that is it. But here we are. Today is the the 11th, October 11th, 12:39 a.m. I'm involved in a bogus traffic stop. They're back there conjuring what kind of lame excuse to come and give me to support the bogus traffic stop. So possibly I won't seek any retaliation. Then the next step would be to try to give me a ticket. So if I give me a ticket, the ticket has to be dismissed first before if I file a lawsuit, I can't retaliate until then. The usual process, bogus, crap that police do, So I'm waiting to see what it is. And a traffic stop has a reasonable amount of time that it's supposed to be conducted in. And we are, let's see how many minutes in here. We're 12 minutes in. 12 minutes for a traffic stop for potentially, I heard, weaving in and out of traffic. And I almost hit a vehicle. Where? This is crazy. Okay. Another thing. Can you please inform your colleagues that there is a time that a traffic stop, reasonable time for a traffic stop to be conducted, which is a driver's license check, which you're doing right there, which shouldn't take 15 minutes. I have stuff I have to do, which is I'm on a mission right now to get some gas. I have to go relieve somebody down here in Fort Myers. That's on the side of the highway. So it is very imperative that I continue my journey and not be hindered here for no reason. Please end that.
What's a reasonable amount of time?
I'm pretty sure you know that, officer.
No, I'm asking you.
You're gonna ask me to do that assumption thing, then
I'm asking you.
yeah, and then I'll tell you.
Questions, I ask you questions.
I got you. Then I'll tell you. Then you'll say no, it's not, or you're assuming this, and then you'll just go into defensive and say no, you're not doing this, not doing this. That's what's gonna happen. But you know what the reasonable amount of time is, right? What is the reasonable amount of time to do a traffic stop?
Didn't he just tell you she's a trainee?
Yes.
Okay, so she should probably take a little bit longer to.
That is not supposed to be my problem. That's supposed to be your problem. You're supposed to be dealing with the trainee. See, that's there we're getting. If you bring 4 trainees here, I'm supposed to wait an hour for you to train 4 trainees. That become reasonable? No, it's not. The reasonable traffic stop is still the same. If your trainee cannot get the information within that reasonable time, that is up to you to train them afterwards or off my time, not within my time. So the reasonable traffic stop is how long? How long here?
I already asked you, so I'm not going to go back and forth with you.
Oh, you're not going to go back and forth with me? Which is what I just said right now? You're not going back and forth? Because I cornered you in that same information you just asked.
No.
You're not going back and forth. How are you going to ask me what's the traffic stop when you're the officer?
I'm not going back and forth.
Because you don't want to, what? You don't want to give out the information? So it will be on camera that you're stating how long you're supposed to be?
Regardless of anything, you will never accept what I tell you.
Okay. Then tell me.
No.
Then tell me. Because you haven't.
There's no reason to have a back and
You
forth.
have not offered any information here that I didn't take. That is valid. Tell me one information that you told me that I say, no, I'm not taking. Precisely my point. That silent means none. So you haven't offered any information that you said, this is the information, and I said, no, I'm not taking it. So what is the reasonable amount of time here? What is this supposed to be? 45 minutes? An hour? 2 days? What is the reasonable time? Because I'm pretty sure you know that's part of your training. So I'm like, give me an average. The blinks there doesn't mean anything. It means that you're on the defensive and you're trying to silence me by intimidating with the look. It doesn't mean anything. It means that you're not answering the question because you know my statement is valid. A reasonable amount of time for a traffic stop. That's all I'm asking on camera. What is the reasonable amount of time for a traffic stop? That involves what exactly? What is taking this long for this traffic stop here? We're at 17 minutes. Silence. That's what it is.
It is because I'm not going back and forth with you about it.
Yeah, but you haven't went forward at all.
Well, because I'm not going to plead it.
If you went back, it'll be back and forth. But you never went forward. You never went back. You just stayed silent. So how are you going back and forth? Oh, Jesus Christ. Why are you raising your camera trying to block the view so I can't see your face on the camera? You know, wouldn't that be you blocking evidence? What's the word for that? There's a word for that. What's it called? What is it called? It escapes me. I'll get it. But right now, your flashlight was down. You're raising your flashlight very subtly to hinder the camera from catching your face on camera, which we're having a conversation right now about what's going on here. So why are you doing that? And it's on camera, so you can't say it wasn't happening. What's your name, man?
Officer Klein.
Officer Klein?
Klein.
Klein? Officer Klein. So it's reasonable for me to be here for 20 minutes while they train a trainee over a traffic stop, bogus traffic stop, as a matter of fact, you know. It's just, Jesus Christ. I should pursue this. But I'm in a little chipper mood, so I'm just gonna enjoy the time. Even though I have stuff to do here.
After the stop, multiple officers remained on scene, demanded identification, and pivoted to a DUI investigation, repeatedly asking if he had been drinking, examining his eyes with flashlights, and urging him to exit the vehicle for field sobriety checks, actions the officers justified as necessary to determine if he was safe to drive.
Hold up. Let me start the recording so I have this. Okay, now what you said?
So,
What's your name?
Officer Bowers.
Officer
So
Bowers.
they said your driving pattern was concerning. Almost caused a couple crashes.
Do they have that
So what's going on?
video to show you rather than what they're saying?
They might. I don't know.
No, so I'm saying you should make them show you the video. They claim they have it on video so you can see what they're saying. If it match up with what the statement is, then...
Yeah, I'm not going to do that. I'm asking you.
Well, I'll tell you my driving was fine. This is a bogus traffic stop because they have a trainee. They're looking for information, but probably show them how to do a regular traffic stop. And you guys know the routine, so I'm fine. They know it's bogus, and that's where we're at right now.
They know it's bogus?
Of course.
Who's they?
Who you think? Take a while, I guess.
I don't have any idea. Who
No
they
idea? Okay. So we're going to play that game. I got you. Well, this is a bogus traffic stop, and I would like for them to conclude the traffic stop that's been going on for...
It's not being concluded right now. So
Well, then you guys have to conclude it, because the traffic stop having a reasonable amount of time for it to go.
You can say it's bogus all you want. It doesn't make
I
it
got
bogus,
you. Okay, so your legit traffic stop has a certain amount of time that it's supposed to go through, right? Reasonable time.
No.
It doesn't have
Okay,
reasonable time?
reasonable, yeah.
Yes. What is the reasonable time for the traffic stop?
As long as it takes.
As long as it takes.
Yeah.
Which is what? 2 days? 5 days?
Sometimes people go to jail for days.
Yeah. That's not a traffic stop. Then that's something else. They escalated to something else. But what is a reasonable time for the traffic stop? Like,
as long as it takes them.
okay, so we're gonna go down that
They
route.
gotta.
Okay, well
They
then.
gotta do checks on you. If they gotta write tickets, all that stuff.
Well, tell them then conclude their traffic stop so I could be on my way. I have my wife at the side of the highway in Fort Myers. She ran out of gas. I need to get down there. So right now I'm on the hunt for gas. This bogus traffic stop is hindering my process.
So you're on your way to Fort Myers.
I'm looking for gas right now to head to Fort Myers. Yes.
Where are you coming from?
I'm coming from up the road. You guys blocked the road, so I can continue looking for gas. And I turn around and I'm about to go down this area to find gas station all over the place. So my hunt is for gas right now.
Okay. What had you driving all over the road?
Like I told you,
Looking at the GPS,
go look
I
at
see
their
you got
video.
GPS pulled up.
Go look at their video to conclude that lie that they made is a lie. Until then,
I'm not doing
there's
that. I'm asking you about it.
and I'm telling you it's a lie. So how you ask me something that you haven't seen for yourself? What kind of sense does
The
that make?
officer's not lying to me.
Or he's not lying to you?
No. He saw something. He informed me about
Maybe,
it.
maybe
and
what
I'm
he
giving
saw
you
was
the
wrong.
Opportunity to.
Well, okay, I got
explain
you.
it.
So maybe what he saw was wrong.
Or
maybe he
it's
misinterpreted
right.
it.
Maybe it's right. Like
Yeah, maybe it's right.
everything
Yeah,
else.
maybe it's right. So how do we determine if he's right or wrong? Because right now
I said he's
you're
right. So
analyzing.
why don't you tell
I got
me
you,
what
and I'm
happened?
telling you it's wrong. So right now you're analyzing my speech, analyzing my pattern analysis to see if what he's saying match or if I'm under influence
So
or whatever.
your
Doing that
whole-
escalation of whatever it is.
Your
Now
whole
I'm telling you.
entire thing is that all of this is wrong and bogus, and we need to just let you go. You don't have any explanation.
1,000%
You don't have any
accurate.
explanation for why you might have been driving all over.
That
the
has
road.
never happened.
Crash.
Your officer pulled behind me. I've been driving steadily the whole time. He got a little close to me, which I assume he was starting to run my tag, which is what you guys usually do. At that point, I switched lane. He switched lane after me, so I continue my path. I'm about to get pulled over. 3 minutes down the line, I get pulled over. That's exactly what happened. And I don't know where she is. I heard she's a trainee or something like that. Wherever she is, she knows what's going on. So now you guys go ahead and conclude your traffic stop so I could be on my merry way and I can enjoy myself. And I see you flashing the light closer to my camera to hinder the camera from seeing you. I don't know why, but your flashlight was a lot lower than what it is right now.
I don't care if your camera sees me. It's been
Okay,
looking at me
that's
for
good.
5 minutes.
That's what I'm saying. So there's no point of.
I'm sorry I messed up your picture on your.
Okay.
Listen, have you had anything to drink tonight?
I do not answer question. And I know where you're going with this. That's why you flashed the light close to me to see if my eyes will dilate. I know the pattern, man. So just let's get your traffic.
Listen, I'm a police officer. I'm doing an investigation. That's what they pay me to do.
I got you.
So that's what I'm doing.
Okay.
So I'm asking you questions
and
based on the information.
And I respect your job, but what I'm saying, which I told the officer before, I know she noticed a bogus stop, but let's say it wasn't. Am I supposed to help you in this investigation?
Yeah, ideally you would cooperate. If
Ideally,
you're not impaired,
yes,
if you're not doing anything
but
wrong, then yeah, you
great.
would.
I've seen people not do plenty of things wrong. Like right now, I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm just getting stopped by what 3 or 4 officers. So ideally, it doesn't really work.
You did do something wrong, man. They didn't just stop you for no reason.
Sir, you cannot tell me that you believe.
I don't buy that. I don't care how cheap it is.
I got you.
Come on, man.
So what I'm telling you,
from that.
I cannot believe that you believe 1,000% that every initiation that your cops made with a citizen is legit. You cannot believe that. If that was true, there would not be.
That's ridiculous.
There would not. That's what you're telling me. So I'm telling you, this is one of the situations where it's not accurate. Your officers did an illegal stop and they're fishing for a reason to make it valid. That's all that's happening right now.
Absolutely.
Okay. Yes.
Listen, I told you I don't buy it. I don't care how cheap it is. Sorry.
No. Okay.
Listen. What were you up to before you left here?
What do you mean what was up to? What does that even mean?
What have you been doing today?
I just clearly told you what I've been doing.
You said you've been looking for gas.
Yes.
You looking for gas all day?
Not all day. I've been looking for gas since my girl called me since she was on the side of the highway. I'm lost.
What was up before that?
Sir, I'm not going to help you with this fishing expedition of yours. You're trying to find out what I was doing before that. So I can say I was doing this. And be like, oh, were you doing that? Were you doing this? All the flashing light, checking my expression and all that. You could do all of that. I do not do anything or am doing anything. My driving was perfect. Like I said, your cops pulled me over illegally and they're fishing for a reason to make it valid. And I'm not going to help you to make it valid. Okay, you can flash your light, analyze me as much as you want. My eyes are not dilating or doing any craziness. I'm not high. So get your job. I mean, make them get their job done so we can go about my business.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out why you were driving like that.
Okay, let me help you with this.
Distracted?
None. My driving was perfect. I repeat it again. My driving was perfect. I don't know how many times I have to repeat this. Since you have basically saying you're siding with your officers, my statement is no longer valid, right? Because I'm telling you they're wrong. You're saying
your statement. Your statement's your statement.
Exactly. So my statement is no longer valid. So if my statement is no longer valid, why am I talking to you?
I'm asking you a question.
Yeah, question that means nothing because you're looking to validate with their information. So therefore, why am I talking?
It would be great to validate their information.
Exactly. So therefore, my talking to you is irrelevant. So conclude your investigation.
There's a reason you were driving the way.
I'm saying you keep fishing for this reason that you're not going to find it wasn't existing. My driving was perfect.
Okay, listen. Then we're just going to have to go off of based on what they saw.
Then if you want to do that, that's your business. Go bring up the camera and prove what they saw. Until then, we have nothing else to talk about. I cannot help you validate their false statement just to try to prove a point. Okay? I don't know why you keep watching me. I'm not doing anything. You keep analyzing me. You're looking for a reason to try to escalate the situation. Why you keep analyzing me for?
I'm looking at you. You're looking at me.
No, you're analyzing me. You're not looking at me. Looking at me, my eyes are right here. I'm talking to you. You're analyzing this. You're looking at my every movement, my hand, my stomach, my eyes. That's analyzing. Why?
I'm a police officer. I'm looking around. I'm observing.
Yeah, no, you're not looking at me. You're analyzing.
Okay. Sure, I'm analyzing you. You won that one. Good.
So now, like I said,
what I was saying. Let me finish what I was saying. Is they saw a certain driving pattern. We're trying to figure out why they saw that certain driving pattern. You are not helping us with that. So we are just going to have to go with what they saw, and we'll move on. Understood?
No, I do not understood because you said.
Do you have a question?
Yes, they said it's on camera. Okay. Isn't that what they said?
Did they tell you that? They
yes.
didn't tell me that.
That's what they told me.
Okay.
So they didn't tell you that. They didn't give you that valid piece of information that they offered to me.
They gave you that information. What's
yes.
your question?
The officer came, the one that says that's his trainee. What's his name? The officer that was staying here? What was it?
The male officer?
Yes.
It's Officer Smith.
Officer Smith. He said, it's on camera. That's exactly what he said.
What is your question?
So if it's on camera, right? Because that was like I said, no, that's not true. He's like, yeah, it's on camera. We got it on camera. So he wanted to show me that.
You keep telling me that,
yes.
but what is your question?
My
You have a
question is, if it's on camera, wouldn't you be able to verify that?
Sure.
So wouldn't that be easier to verify their statement on camera than asking me, is it true?
Nope.
So you think asking me is what they're saying true?
I'm
Easier
asking
than
you
verifying
for
the
a
camera?
reason why they saw what they saw.
Maybe they didn't see what they saw. Maybe they didn't see what they saw. You don't think that's valid?
I don't think what's valid.
They didn't see what they thought they saw.
Are you telling me that, or are you asking me?
I'm asking you, is it not possible that they did not see what they claimed they saw? That's not possible?
Are you asking me if
Okay,
they have the capability to lie to me or something like that? You're
Okay.
being ridiculous, man. Do you have an actual question for me or not? Because I'm tired of talking to you.
Okay, then if you're tired of talking to me, sir, go conclude this traffic stop. So,
Is a big part of this is and why we wanted to check in. Everything else like that is.
Officer Hall.
Yep, that's
okay.
good. We want to make sure you're going to drive because again, whatever he saw with the driving concerned him at a point where you have a family, right? I imagine so. Would you be concerned if they were driving on the same roadway as somebody else who was not able to stay in your lane?
That is a valid question, but
And if
frame in the wrong way.
how would you like me to frame it, or how is it the wrong way?
The way you're framing it, I know exactly what you're framing, but there's no point. But continue.
No, but I'm just saying, like, if you'd want to make sure they were good to be on the road, correct? For their safety and the safety of everybody else on the road.
Right.
And if that could be proven that somebody is safe, and then everybody's worries out of their mind, would you just want to cooperate with that?
No.
Why not?
Because I've seen plenty of the thing that your officer just a minute was saying is impossible. Lawsuits after lawsuit for false arrests, illegal stops and all that. I've seen that happen. So for him to say that it doesn't happen, it can't happen,
Things happen.
Of course.
I mean, like I said, I know he talked about speaking on absolutes. It's really hard speaking on absolutes because there's always an exception to anything. That's correct. You agree on that?
So your officer a few minutes ago was saying it's not possible. His officers are right, and they cannot pull me over for no reason and all that good stuff. So
yeah, but again, absolutes, is it possible? Anything's possible. You can do anything you want to, but is it probable? Probably not.
Well, it's definitely probable, and it is what's happening right now. So it's the absolute situation that we're dealing with right now.
Okay. Like I said, though, just so you know where we're coming from, that's our only reason you want to have you step out, take a look at your eyes. Is good, then everybody goes about their night.
I do not want to participate in any of that. So I'm good the way I am.
Any particular reason?
Because I will not like to help you guys try to find a way to justify this illegal stop, which I made clear to this young lady
How would it
before
justify an
this.
illegal stop?
Because
a poisonous tree.
yeah,
Anything that stands for something illegal is therefore not valid, right?
Yes.
So how would that validate the stop then? If you're saying the stop itself was not good.
I'm gonna show you. Okay, now.
But you get where I'm coming from when I say that, right?
Yeah, I hear you. Now, this is. I'm gonna give you two scenarios of how this could play out. Okay, let's say I get out. Okay, everything's good, and you find nothing, which you guys will probably pester and trying to find something because you guys want valid.
No,
stop.
that's work for us. We don't find anything.
No,
or any reason for us
follow
to
me here.
do
Follow me.
Yeah,
This is
no,
not my
okay,
first
sorry,
time being pulled over or stopped by the cops.
Yeah.
I've dealt with the cops before.
Okay.
So I know.
Okay.
Then you guys will try to dig like it is right now. Dig to try to escalate to something else to find something. And then when you eventually find nothing, you're like, all right, fine, you could go. Now, if it comes to a point where you guys like, hey, I have to validate the stop, then they'll just start looking for little technicalities, which I saw a video of a lawsuit that was being played online where a guy was pulled over, a young kid. He was like probably 19 or something like that. They pulled him over, made him do a bunch of...
was saying that he was drunk. They do the PBT, triple zeros. They're like, oh no, you're high.
Correct.
Yeah.
So,
but we don't want to be like that. We've all seen that.
But
we all
it happened. So why it happened? Because the guy willfully participated. So if you participate, you expose yourself to all these scenarios. If you are in the clear, then stay in the clear. So that's why I will not like to participate in any of that craziness. I would rather just sit here and let you guys include your traffic stop, which is bogus, so I can go about my way and continue.
Yeah, again, I wasn't the one to stop you. I had no reason to doubt what he saw.
No, I know you wasn't the one that stopped me. I'm not saying you're the one that stopped me. I'm saying that, it's the whole collective, it's the team, so you
I
guys...
know where you're coming from with that.
Exactly. So,
again, but is it probable that would happen? I mean, end of the day, it's easiest for us to just go ahead and check it. If you're good, then you're good. We send you on your way.
Well,
Because
then,
what's happening to that officer now who got himself in that situation, willingly or not? Maybe he wasn't trained properly. Maybe it was malicious. I don't know. I'm not him. But you and I can both recognize that that's not a good situation for him to be in, and he probably deeply regrets it, right?
I don't know if he regrets it, because from what they said, he had,
correct?
Yeah, from what they said, he had priors. He had prior situation like that where they filed complaints on him, but somehow they got pushed under the rug.
Yeah.
Nothing ever happened, to the point where this actually came and made something out of it. So maybe the officer, well, they don't want to, but they probably feel like they got enough cover, or maybe their lieutenant or sergeant have swept things under the rug before, so they have that confidence that I can get with it. I don't know. The fact is, for you to be in the situation, you have to expose yourself to the situation. I prefer not to put myself in the situation. I have a friend of mine
Sorry, go ahead.
Okay, I have a friend of mine that was named Junior. Now, I've seen Junior's life went downhill very bad, and it bothers me because of the system, okay? Me and Junior was in high school together.
Yeah.
Junior, before graduation, he went to the state fair, which was in Palmetto. He went to the state fair.
That's where I grew up at.
He got into this altercation with an officer over there, which was telling him to move along because the fair was about to close. Yeah. They were telling him to move along, and he was like, "Yeah, wait, I'm waiting for my girl." Blah, blah, blah. So the officer got a little, pushy, telling him to move. So he's like, "Hey, man, don't put your hands on me." So the officer shoved him. Now he got back up. He got in the officer's face talking about, "Hey, man, don't put your hands on me." Blah blah blah. So he cuffed him, took him to jail for battery on Leo. Now. That never happened, but he said the fact that he felt threatened because the Junior approached him and all that craziness. Junior didn't have legal money. His mother was poor, unfortunately. He went to jail. He had to do 6 months in jail. Now, after 6 months in jail, which means he didn't graduate. From this point, Junior right now, which is sad, Junior right now is working at Burger King and basically a degenerate, smoking weed every day, and Junior was the same age as my little brother. My little brother right now, he's a RN, he's doing well and living life. They both was best friends. Why did one life went this way and this life went that way? Because of an interaction with an officer that felt like he was above the law, or he was this and that, and the guy didn't have the legal money to fight it. And there goes the situation. So these situations happen all the time. I, myself, like I said, prefer not to participate in any of it. Okay. And that's how I feel about it.
But you would also like for people who are not to be safe driving to be off of the road, right?
Of course.
Okay.
Of course. Why wouldn't I? I mean, it would be ludicrous for me not to believe that.
And so if you're safe to be driving, there's no reason to not cooperate at that point. Unless you said But
exactly.
Again, for us, it's peace of mind.
I got you.
Because there's concern with putting you back on the road based on how you were driving.
I believe you guys would like your peace of mind. That is very possible. I'm saying... If
anything happens after this, we'll be thinking. Absolutely.
I got you. And the way that would work is, if you check my driving record, there has been 0 accidents.
Yeah, but... follow me here. Not definitive of who they currently are.
Okay, now follow me now. That's what I'm trying to get at. So if there is no pattern of such behavior documented, period, in my whole driving history, how would all of a sudden this situation happen? It wouldn't. It's because this is not me. This is not...
Now you're back to speaking in absolute. So you're saying that somebody's history is going to predict their future behavior.
Yes.
Same thing with that. If somebody has a criminal record, a lengthy criminal record, are you saying they're going to continue to act that way? No. No.
History, but there's certain things that just becomes... Let's say, for instance, will you marry a guy?
Would I personally?
Yes.
Based on...
That's an absolute.
But again, you're asking me what I would do, and not what is currently...
That's what I'm getting at. There's certain things, even though we're like you said, we're speaking in absolute. There's certain things that we know to be an absolute.
But
I know.
But here's my point. Do you know for a fact that I'm telling you the truth?
I tell them the truth about what?
What you just asked me when I said no. You know for a fact that...
No, I wouldn't.
And exactly, and that's where we come from. It's people lie to us.
Oh yeah,
I'm not saying that you're lying to us.
No. Of course. I mean, why wouldn't people lie to you? Because they get in a position where they feel like they have to defend themselves. That's why people lie. People lie because they get cornered and like, hey, the best strategy is for me to lie. I understand that. What I'm saying is, even though that you may believe that I may not be good for the road, or I am good for the road, whatever it is, I'm saying that I am not willing to help you in this situation because I know from interaction with the police officers that is never to your best interest, really, to interact with the officers, because you're always getting the wrong side of the stick.
But if somebody is impaired, it might not be in their best interest, but it's in the best interest of society as a whole and whoever else is on the road to cooperate.
That is true. That is true. If somebody is impaired, yes.
Man, any logical argument that I make that you think that I'm right about, you're not going to lie about that or try to like disprove it. Same with me with you. I'm trying to anything you say that makes sense, I'm going to try to recognize that.
I agree.
But again, this is just where it's all stemming from. Is just want to make sure that you're good to drive, that you're safe, that we're safe, that our families on the road are safe, that random civilians.
I got you. I completely understand that.
And the easiest way for all of that is...
I know the easiest way, but what I'm saying is the easiest way for me is for you, just like the officer said he believes his officers, is for you to take my word for it. That's the best way.
People lie to me every day.
Of course. Cops lie too. Yeah. I mean, I've seen cops lie in affidavits, you know. Yeah. Matter of fact, let me go even further. You know, I had an arrest on a possession of controlled substance. That was probably 2006 or 2005 or whatever the heck it was. The officer that arrested me colored the paperwork so well and trumped up what he claimed was happening that when I got to court, they offered me a year. You know, I'm like, no, this is not happening. When I finally got my lawyers and they argued the case, then he finally agreed that, hey, that it wasn't really like he stated, it was the friend that was with me that handed the stuff and I'm the one that handed it over to him. So it wasn't really me doing this. So, but the way he wrote it up is like I delivered it. So it's, you know how you guys do this stuff. So I basically got the brunt of it. But, you know, I got away with it because, you know, finally got my lawyers to beat the case. They show what actually happened. Yeah. So I did my time for whatever it was and that was it. But if I went to jail for what the officer actually put down and how he put it down, I basically wouldn't be sitting here with you right now anyways.
Well, back in 2006, right?
Yeah,
back
2006.
Back before you could record, back before I could record.
Oh, of course.
And cameras kind of put everything else in a different context now.
Yes, again, yes. It does happen, but I'm just saying.
I know the argument with that is keeps people truthful, but again, anything that I say, first thing people are going to do is just go ahead and compare it against this, right? Same thing with your footage. You're just going to go ahead and compare it to that.
Makes sense.
It's a different age, and so
that makes sense.
Things are documented very, very well at this point. So again, it's just logically speaking. Again, why would we lie about something that can easily be disproven?
I've seen it done.
And how does that usually go? Again, like that officer who arrested a 19-year-old boy who had triple zeros and no marijuana in the system. Very bad for him.
But that was because he got lucky. Sometimes the footage gets destroyed. Sometimes other things happen.
Footage gets destroyed. That's the first thing that they're looking at. Like, why?
Man, look, footage gets destroyed all the time.
People out here and every footage got destroyed. That would be...
No, if every footage got destroyed, yes, but some footage get destroyed. Sometimes, you know, you have to go through a whole hoops and loops to get a footage from the sheriff office. They got all these legal ramifications that they can't release this and that, and then
ongoing investigations. They have to redact any personal.
That's basically.
But the Sunshine Law, right?
Yeah, it's a bunch of gimmicks that they use to keep the video suppressed and all the information suppressed till they finally build their own narrative and then they release what they can. And sometimes they redact so much of the video you can't really see what you need to see in the video to prove anything. So I mean, like I said, these things they happen. I just prefer to be on the other side of it. You feel me? That's what I'm saying.
I think I can kind of see where you're saying with some of that. Again, just different goals, I think. Again, we just want to make sure that people are safe, and for you,
I got you.
You're in a good position.
I mean, I would just like for them to conclude their investigations so I could be on my way. I do not wish to participate.
He probably would have been out here a long time ago.
Hey, I feel you, but I could probably have been in the back of a paddy wagon with some trumped up charges too. Who knows? The fact is, I cannot be in a predicament if I don't put myself in it. So I would rather stay here and let you guys conclude your investigation so I can go about my business.
You also gotta force us to make a decision, though, end of the day, too, right?
The what?
You force us to make a decision based on what we've seen so far, and then...
Oh, yeah, I mean, you make your decision based on what you see, yes, and then
like you said to him, like, yeah, we're talking with you, we're looking at you, we're trying to see what we see. And
yeah, exactly.
But
so
anyway, they're going to finish up with you.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Alfred.
Yes, ma'am.
So your ID is in here. You are being cited. You have 2 for failure to maintain your lane. All right. You have for the headphones. You cannot drive and have the headphones on, and for having like a video device in your hand while driving.
Okay. the video device in my hand while driving?
Yes. So when you were going across the lane, I observed you back on 22. So when I came up, when you reached over, you had to stop. You thought I was here. You had it in your hand.
Yes, because I pulled it out to record the interaction that's about to happen. The video, the phone was on my lap like this, and I was driving like this. So therefore, it was not in my hand. When you pulled me over, I grabbed the phone, I turned the camera, and then I turned it towards you like this. So that's a false statement right there again.
So here's your option.
Putting it out there.
Ticket, so you can pay it. You can.
Will not be paying it.
That's fine. You can fight it out in court.
I will be fighting that in court.
Those are your options.
And you are who again?
I am Officer Anderson.
Officer Anderson.
Yes, sir.
And Officer Anderson, you're the one that initiated the stop, or your trainee, or what do you call the guy?
Smith.
Officer Smith. Officer Smith is the one that initiated the stop. Which one?
You
initiated the stop. Okay.
Yes,
so just want to make that clear for the record. All right.
All right. Here's that for you.
Thank you, ma'am.
License is in there, sure.
Say what now?
Your driver's license is in there.
And
All right.
also for the registration, you were cited. So if you can show proof of the registration when you go to court, that'll be thrown out, okay?
Okay, now, while you're here, remember that bogus charge I was telling you about? While she was here, she said she could pull up the registration, I could leave it. But now she's citing me for the registration. You know why?
You have a copy of it, sir. You have to carry a
Pause.
copy.
I know what you're saying. But you know why she's citing me for it? Because she has to prove the traffic stop is valid. They have to throw all that in there. Like I told you. This is it, right? So that show you I was right again? And this is one of them.
Wrong, but it's fine.
Oh, I'm still wrong. But didn't I just cite me for...
Have a nice day.
Have a nice
Exactly.
day, sir. Drive safe, okay?
All right. Thank you, ma'am. And sir.
Officers then issued 4 civil traffic citations for failure to maintain lane, wearing headphones while driving, holding a wireless communication device, and failure to produce registration. According to Fredo's own update posted in early August 2026, all citations were subsequently dismissed by the prosecutor for lack of factual findings.
You guys have a good one. I will be seeing you guys in court, definitely. So please show up, or I will be filing the lawsuit. Yes, ma'am. Thank you for wasting my time. The traffic stop also has been 35 minutes. That's also excessive. Okay. This is me in Punta Gorda, Northport. This is the car. This is me trying to extract gas from the car with my line. My gas tank. All my gas supplies. Early in the morning.